When you're ranked in the top 5, your very existence is a cauldron of pressure. And that is ratcheted up when you go on the road. And this highly ranked squad has found itself coming into a snake pit in this one. Washington State lined up to kick it off and get this game going. He'll bring it back from inside his 5. Nice job executing all of the assignments as they put a stop to that return at the 22. So Florida State's offense will go on the attack first. And they are coming off a sensational performance led by this quarterback who's hoping he can build on things, Jesse.
Well, I know, having played the position, when you have a big game, you just can't wait to get back out there again and build on that performance. David, last time out, he was making the right reads. He showed off his arm talent. He had this offense moving up and down the field and finding the end zone. And you know he's excited to take on this defense today.
Yeah, and talking to the defensive coordinators coming into this football game, like, they're not going to do what happened last week. Like, you can't sit back and make the coverages easy for him to diagnose. He'll pick you apart like he did last week. Look for some change-ups and some curveballs for this defense.
To the air. It's Turbin. Gets it out fast. At the 35, he's got room. Knocked out of bounds. They're in the red zone. Mark it at the 17, and they are set up.
Well, the offense is humming now, and you're seeing they can generate explosive plays in a variety of ways. They had the big run on the previous play. That time they're able to take a shot. Everything they're dialing up right now is working beautifully.
He's got it and still on his feet. He is down at the 1. A terrific run after the throw and catch.
Nice completion here to this wide receiver, and you're going to see this receiver line up in different spots all over the field all game long. Defense has got to keep their eye on where this guy is because they know he's a big part of this offense's success.
And the D deny them on 2nd and goal. Tries again to get it in. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage. 3rd and goal, where the strong come through. He's not going to make it. What a job by this defense to stop him in his tracks. This offense wants to get out of the gate fast on their first drive of the game. Into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, no!
The offense goes as he goes, so really no surprise in the opening drive. They keep feeding him the football. He shows you all of his ability on that TD.
And he added the extra point. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. From inside the 15, here's the return. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. So the Washington State Cougars offense taking the field. First chance we have to see them today. They're going to have to contend with a group of linebackers, Jesse, who wreak havoc all over the field.
Well, they say speed kills in college football, and I think that's what makes this position group so special. It's really hard to get the ball to the perimeter because of these linebackers and their sideline-to-sideline speed. But, David, in passing situations, they can also blitz and get after your quarterback. What's this offense going to do?
Well, remember in our day, man, like you had hammers, right? They were just big physical guys. Now you've seen the position switch. The bodies look different. They look more like safeties, and you're right. Speed, sideline to sideline, blitzing, so much versatility. Good luck.
And he's swallowed up at the line of scrimmage by the big defensive tackle. Let's step back here and chat a little Washington State. Always nice to get a win on the recruiting trail. They feel like they did, landing a 3-star wide receiver, verbal commitment. They feel like he has the type of talent that can help a program at this level.
It's going to help their offense right away. I think one of the biggest reasons why he chose this program was because he felt he could get on the field.
Always a welcome play for the defense as they get a sack at the 47.
Man, it didn't take long for the defense to get home on that play. You see them playing man coverage in the back end, slowing down the routes from the receivers and the rest of the offense. That forced the quarterback to have to hold on to it for just a split second longer, and they were able to get the sack.
He's brought down, but he went backwards after that completion, not the way they had it drawn up. They might want to find a way to put it in drive and go forward. It's 3rd and 16. Here's the pressure. Steps away. That was almost picked off, and what a disaster that would have been to throw a pick on the opening drive. Instead, it's 4th down. Washington State will have to boot it away. They'll boot it into the night sky for the first time. Found a little run room on that one. Picked up some nice blocks before he's run out of bounds. Okay, guys, the Florida State offense returns to the field. Already a solid start to this one. Now back to work with this 7-0 lead. Back to pass. It's Turbin. Quick strike complete. What a cut. Now he's loose. Oh, he's got some space. And he'll run it into the end zone. Touchdown, Seminoles.
This offense is so good. Man, they can hurt you.
Oh, they blocked it. That's the kind of drive everybody loves. OC, quarterback, one snap, put it in the end zone.
13, Washington State, 0.
He'll bring it out. It's Paul. That gamble did not pay off as they bring him down at the 12-yard line. They'll try to put a drive together starting from their own 12. Looking to throw on 1st down. It's incomplete, and this sophomore quarterback usually makes that throw every time. Working well behind the sticks on 2nd down. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play. Not exactly the ideal situation for this offense. 3rd and long, backed up inside their 20. From the gun, wants to pass. He's taking the shot. Oh, he makes the play. It's intercepted.
Nothing going right for this team early in the first quarter here. The defense is getting gashed, and now you've thrown a pick. The head coach has got to get his team together and get everybody to calm down and settle in.
And this defense, they've got to do a big job here. Like, offense put you in a bad spot. You haven't had some great moments, but this possession, we got to get a stop, got to stop the bleeding, and get the ball back to our offense.
2nd down, they'll go to the air. Caught, close to the marker, it's Hunter. They finally get him on the ground, but that's the kind of play that will carry momentum into the 2nd quarter. We've come to the end of the period, and Florida State has the lead. And they jumped out to that edge early. As we wrap up the first, let's take a quick look at our game stats. This could be a pivotal moment in this game as we open the 2nd period and they try to find a way to answer. So they'll go back to work after changing into the field. Looking to pass. It's Turbin. Under fire. Headed to the end zone. And he's loose and he'll take it to the house. Touchdown, Florida State. They've extended the lead and taken control here in Week 9. And let's check in with Kevin Connors in the studio. Kevin?
Interesting to see the ripple effects after this one in the SEC today, fellas. Mississippi State was anything but dominant, but the Bulldogs are going to leave this stadium today winners. A lot to work on, no question, but they avoid one in the Elcon. An SEC clash and an impressive showing that could be a huge confidence builder for this program. Back to you.
Yeah, how about that? Sounds as if they had a good ball game there. Kevin, thanks for the update. Washington State going quickly.
I like the idea by the quarterback there. You're trying to get this 1st down, so you find the tight end, see if he can make a guy miss or shake a tackle. Not able to get it done.
And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that. Trying to move the sticks on 3rd down through the air. And he will get home, and the quarterback goes down at the 17. Washington State sends the punt team onto the field. Doesn't say much for your drive when you're looking forward to the punt. Just needs a crack to get a return. A little pressure on the coverage team there, and they'll stop him at the 47-yard line. All right, guys, here comes the Florida State offense onto the field. You'll take 4 yards on first down every time, 2nd and 6.
And I kind of like how the running back didn't mess around. Like, just get downhill when you see an opening. A lot of times they close so fast, man. Be decisive, stick your foot in the ground, pick up 3 to 4, and we are not going to complain.
Nothing doing downfield. He'll cut his losses and throw it away. It'll be 3rd down. Trying to pick up a first down. To the air, it's Turbin. It's complete on the right side. Still running at the 35. Just what they'd hoped for on 3rd down as they've got a first at the 32. The Seminoles come to the line with a new set of downs. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage. Man, what a spectacular play by that defensive end to come up with the tackle there.
And you see those guys get off the football so fast. Most of these guys are 250 to 275 pounds, but they get off the ball fast and low. And the offensive linemen, they have no chance to stop those guys as quick and as fast as they are.
The Noles are marching down the field. From the red zone, looking for a man. Gets it out quickly. And the catch and run into the end zone. Touchdown, Noles! So much about the passing game is about timing, execution, communication, and these two, that's a virtual textbook there.
And no doubt about it. And the receiver making plays for his quarterback, being dependable, running the route to the right depth consistently, does a great job running his route. Great result that does it.
Here comes the Wazoo offense onto the field again. They didn't get much done the last time they had it. Had to punt it away from deep in their own territory, hoping this drive will be more productive. And that incomplete pass caused by the big hit on first down, 2nd down coming. Behind the chains now on 2nd and long. Looking to fire. Pocket breaking down. Complete to the left. And he's knocked down immediately, but not before he moves the chains. They'll snap it from the 39, 1st and 10. Wants to throw on first down. Pass rush coming after the quarterback, and they get him at the 32.
Well, for this defense, finally, you're seeing pressure on the quarterback. They're outside the top 50 in sacks per game. They've been waiting to find some more consistent pressure to help them win games, and they're getting it in this game now. 3 sacks on the day. They're just simply winning and doing a better job executing up front at the point of attack.
Now facing a 3rd and long. We've reached the 2-minute timeout, and a score on this drive would do wonders for their confidence. They've got to come up with a big play on this 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Intercepted. A first-half turnover can swing momentum. Touchdown, Seminoles. The defense does the work itself with a pick 6. Look, I know it's only the 2nd quarter, but we're starting to see a pretty significant gap develop between these two teams right now.
No doubt. When your defense is scoring, your offense is scoring, good things happening for your ball club. This defense on point, reading their scouting report, making big plays.
They'll try to add another to their lead. And he puts through the extra point. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. Fielded in the end zone. It's Gilliam. Not nearly as much as he'd hoped when he brought it out of the end zone. He'll be stopped at the 15. Plenty of time to work. Not any time to waste as they take over here in the final 2 minutes of the half. They think there's room to run to the right here. Makes a stop in the backfield. He'll lose 4.
I think the offensive coordinators over there going, thank goodness we don't play them every week. This defense has been suffocating. This offense got to find something moving forward that they can hang their hat on, some kind of identity.
Ball is loose. Defense scoops it up, and he's headed the other way. And he'll take this into the end zone, but hang on just a second. Flag down. Let's see what this is about. You can grab, but you can't hold on. A defensive holding penalty will give this offense a first down. Boy, as a defense, you hate to just hand out first downs on a penalty. Looking to throw on first down. Zings it complete to the right. Brought down at the 25 after he picked up 10. We got a timeout here late in the first half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. Wants to go up top on first down. It's gone. The sophomore making a big play and hauling in that pass. The Cougars moving quickly to the line. Looking downfield on first down. Oh, he makes the catch. Didn't pick up a lot there, moved it forward just a few. Still some work to do after that last completion at second down. Makes the grab. They get him on the ground late in the half. They have the first down at the 41. Timeout called by the offense, and now they just have one remaining in the half. Pulls and throws off the RPO. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. Backed up now. Here's second and long. Back to pass. Catch in the middle. It's Rice. Just making a play, getting it to the 23-yard line. It'll be first down.
Not a lot the defense can do on that one, guys. With this tight end size, he's really difficult to defend on these crossing patterns as he gets downfield.
Running out of time here in the first half. They're going to have to be efficient to put some points on the board before the break. Good job to avoid the negative play and just get rid of that thing. And here on second down, they'll send out the field goal unit to try to get 3 before the break. Right down the boulevard. Let's not say they cut into the deficit with that field goal. Maybe just, tweaked a little bit of it away with their fingernail.
And you want a touchdown and you want to be aggressive, but man, right down the middle, that obviously gives me some confidence down the road that I can trust this guy.
He'll take the return, try to get better field position. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. They'll have just enough time to get one more snap before the half. From the gun, leaves it on the inside with the back. Slams into the pile. He'll get 1 to the 17. First half in the books. Time now to join Kevin Connors in our halftime update.
Thanks, fellas. Looks like you've had a very enjoyable day there today in Pullman. And how do we possibly begin without singing the praises of this receiver? His ability to find gaps, run textbook routes, and then show that breakaway speed. He simply is the total package. How this secondary responds, whether they try to double team him or get aggressive at the line, that'll be the story of this second half. And with that, let's send it back to the fellas on the Palouse at Martin Stadium.
All right, Kevin, about ready to get things cranked back up here. And the Seminoles will kick it off to start the second half. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the Seminoles have it back. They'll try to get that offensive spear flaming. power football with the run. Not much doing there. He gets it to the 26, a gain of 1. After picking up a couple at 2nd and 8. Scanning the field, it's Turbin. Fires to the right. And they couldn't make the connection on the long shot.
And it's okay that that ball's incomplete. It's important this offense comes out and they show that they want to be aggressive. They show that they're willing to take shots and they're going to try and take the top off of this defense. Not able to connect on that one, but that will not be the last deep ball we see in this game.
And the Seminoles will line it up on 1st and 10. To the air on 1st down. Here he goes breaking the pocket. Pressure's there and he lets it go. Just couldn't find an open man. He'll get rid of it and it'll be 2nd down. Couldn't make the connection last time. Let's see if they throw it again. Out of the gun, the inside handoff to the running back. He has the first and still on his feet. Brought down at the 46, but he got 10 on the play. And the Noles have this offense rolling. Looking to throw on 1st down. They get to him as he throws. Just not quite able to make the connection. It's incomplete.
Pressure affects quarterbacks, and this guy's one of the best in the nation. I don't care how talented you are, but if you're being hit, you're not going to throw completions.
Quickly complete. Really putting together a threat now. They get the first. It's at the 37.
A lot of smiles right now on this offense. They've got a big lead, and they're just having fun out there. They're still throwing the football. These receivers are still getting open. Pass protection is still great. This quarterback.
Strong pass rush gets to the quarterback, and they get him at the 46. The Seminoles have put themselves in dire straits after that last play. It's 2nd and a mile. Wants to go up top. Unloads to the wideout. Got his man to the left. Breaks into the open. They bring him down, but the big play will move the sticks.
Well, there are a lot of offenses out there that would probably be a little bit more conservative when you've got a lead like this in the 3rd quarter. But when you've got the playmakers these guys have at the skill positions throwing the football, you should keep airing it out. And that's exactly what they're doing now.
Really good job by everybody there. Well blocked, good run, and a 1st down. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. The Seminoles have it in scoring position on 1st and goal. Wants to throw on 1st down. He's got it on the move. Touchdown! The Seminoles buried deep in their own territory, just trying to find breathing room on 1st down. Lost one deep down the right side. Makes a grab on the shot. And that one looked as if it might go all the way, but they picked up more than 40 yards before the touchdown-saving tackle. From the gun, the ground game. Inside the 30. He now has 85 yards on the ground, and he has his eyes fixed on leading the nation in rushing. It's now 1st and 10 from the 24-yard line. Looking to throw on 1st down. They're working that left side.
This defense is going to have to be careful. Not only do they have to worry about this guy running the football, but they've got to keep their eye on him when he runs routes, too. He is a versatile back.
Stopped at the 13-yard line as they try to turn this into points.
Well, the running back did a nice job there, keeping his feet moving. He was able to drag some defenders with him to get that 1st down.
Snagged out of the air. And he'll haul it. All wideouts, no backs. First play of the drive, wants to throw. He tosses one high and deep down the left side. He's got it on the outside. Just making a huge play, and he sets him up all the way down at the 14. The give as they work on that clock. Stopped at the 13-yard line as the drive continues. It'll be 2nd down, and remember, they can pick up a first without scoring. Back to pass on second down. Quarterback now on the run, still looking. Got his man on the right. They'll get it down to the 10-yard line on that completion. Really need to pick up this conversion and avoid having to settle for the field goal. From the gun, he'll try to throw for it on third down. It's complete to the left. And we... Couldn't ask for better starting field position for this offense.
Here we go.
They'll keep it on the ground. They'll finally get him stopped at the 1-yard line. What a run there. New set of downs right on the doorstep for this offense. And they're going to score again. Yet another touchdown as they just... This is what an elite team does. They know they're better. They go out. They take the figurative sledgehammer and hit them right between the eyes.
And they just look good in every phase of the game. If I'm on the coaching staff, I don't know what you could ask for your guys to do better.